Hey, it's me again, and I'm here to do another video for all of you, and it's going to be about this great awakening, this ascension, this thing that's been happening to everybody, I think, since the December 25th, 26th eclipse. And what you hear in the background is the music that I make, which is also on the YouTube channel you're watching. Because one of my purposes this time is to actually raise your vibration a little bit, okay? It's it's getting it's getting crazy and a little bit scary out there. At the same time, um, you might be taking in a lot of new energies. You might be uh, uh, grounding more into who you thought you might be. And I kind of want to talk about the fact that there's a lot of new age false information out there and a lot of things that have woven their way in, while it is that people like you and I have been trying to return to our original selves and our original teachings, the great teachings, universal laws. We've also been trying to figure out, go out and be, I don't know if this music's going to distract me, one nation under a groove, and that's you. Anyways, um, so we have been trying to remember things like, for instance, I've remembered, hey, guess what? Um, I haven't actually been on this planet that many times. And I come from civilization about 30,000 years ago in a big city called Dwarka, which is now, of course, Indian historians have to make it Krishna's place, but, that's okay. I have nothing against Krishna, but in any case, we are all discovering that we have very ancient roots on the planet, and that these roots have a galactic, interplanetary, or interdimensional connection. It's quite exciting. So I am going to get rid of that music because I can't actually do a reading for you, which is why I'm here with that on. Okay. Um, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm here to tell you to. Okay, we're going to read from this. And I'm going to try not to hold things up upside down as I've done in the past. And it's kind of gray out there. The lighting's kind of weird. Maybe that's better. Okay, so here we go. Going to first of all shuffle from the Earth Warriors deck, and this will be a reading for all of us, okay? Because as I've said before, these mystic messages are also kind of like my personal ascension blog. And all I can tell you is, while I do have a lot of different ideas running through me, okay, about the coronavirus, why it's here, why all these earth changes are happening. And I guess that, I really do need to tell you that you don't go to YouTube to find the answers, okay, please? What you do is you go to the land. Start looking at the birds. Start checking out the plants, the wild plants. Start looking up at the sky. Really a very deep connection between your energetic system and your heart, and your expansive mind energy, which has no borders. Okay? Has to reach out for support, literally. So there are many of us on this planet that have gotten caught up in some of these stories about how we are God and how we create reality. And, to be honest, there are a few of us on the planet that are very, very high level. I shouldn't say high level, that sounds so weird. That are very ancient beings. And we've learned certain techniques. But it's not, this is no time to forget that we all have a Heavenly Father and a Heavenly Mother, okay? No time at all. And even if we have DNA relations, oh shoot, you know, I feel like I'm overdealing this. Whoa, I had it. Sorry, I have to kind of pay attention to what I'm doing here. Okay, I have the cards. So I guess I have no idea. Remember? It's not time for me to know. It's time for me to access that myself, and I used Alana Fairchild's Earth Warrior cards along with other tarot cards, and along with other technologies, along with other ancient technologies. I think that, you know, the point is, like, we have a galactic heritage, kids. All right. You know, that's why we call ourselves star seeds and light workers and stuff like that. I have to wonder. Okay. So the first card that we have is Stand in the Light. I love this. All right. And that's because at this point in time, it's not like whether or not you bought dinars or you're hooked into Nasara. It's not what group you're attached to. It's not whether or not you're getting the information from the Pleiadians or the whatever. We're in a spiritual war for Earth right now, and it's winding up. And at some point, each and every one of us is going to have to stand in our light, and that will be all that protects us. It'll be all that we're able to draw on. So please, look up into the sky with your mind and connect with your Heavenly Father and your Heavenly Mother. And, you know, I will fail to label this. This personal journey of ascension that we're on, okay? It's not for any of us who are here to raise your vibration, to cue you into information that might help you remember who you are. You know, we're doing a lot of things here, but telling you what to do and how to have a relationship with who you are is not one of them. That is up to you. Okay. Now, the next card we have is the Precious and Rare. So I am going to have to talk about something. I try and avoid sometimes when I do these videos, the more deeper downloads that I get that are connected to, you know, all this information that has references to things, and I really don't know what you're going to think when I say these things, but it doesn't matter because it looks like I have to say it. Okay, so there have been genetic manipulations on the planet, and there's more than one bloodline on the planet. And a long time ago, a guy named King Herod decided that he would try and kill the lineages associated with this, 12 tribes. And these are 12 bloodlines. And there's not very many of us left on this planet. But we have the ability to cure the planet of all its diseases via our blood. So the very rare blood that we have has antigens and immunities to viruses like the one that is trying to kill us right now. Just like in King Herod's time, it failed. Uh-oh. And so the thing is that, you know, there may come a time when the instructions that Yeshua left about partaking of his blood and his flesh might turn out to symbolically mean that there's a reason why some of us are dying and some of us are getting sick and some of us aren't. I really don't know how to give this message any clearer. I wish I did. In other videos, I've tried to talk about lineages, bloodlines, spiritual lineages, and how it is that you can be attached spiritually or through your blood to a life force on this planet that represents the opposite of what came to this planet to dominate you and I. Those of us who inherently and naturally follow the law of love. Um, so please understand that you may know someone like this, and you may. Whew, we are in really weird places, and but you know who we are, and I want you to look around, and a time may come quite soon where you're asked to use your intuition to be able to know who the precious and rare lineages are that are on this planet, and please listen carefully to what they have to say. um, this is no time. A lot of mm, this is no time to rely on humankind. All right. All right. Okay. So, and the next card, what must be shall be. To raise your vibration. And anyways, look, listen. Yeah, the light, it wins. Love, it wins. Justice, it wins. Balance wins. Equality wins. Nature wins. Life wins. All right? There is no amount of them injecting us with fear and constantly trying to traumatize us. Many of us have been traumatized in ways we wouldn't even share with you. Okay? Out of mercy, we wouldn't do that. But I can tell you that we went through these traumas because we knew what must be shall be. And we knew that no amount of killing and torturing and suffering and increasing the suffering and just turning the screws on and then cranking a bit could get the rare and the precious original lineages to stand down. We will never stand down. We will always stand in the light. We will never give up on the truth. It's just not something we are capable of. And all of our lives, we've been asking you to choose peace, to choose fairness, to choose life, and to honor the miracle you are and the miracle that surrounds you every day. I'm kind of like, gotta go now because um, there's a lot of energy coming down today and it's hitting me quite hard. Okay, I'm about to cry, as I have been doing all day, because I'm coming into a very deep and full recognition of who I am, why I came here, and what my mission is. Yeah. So for some of us, um, the next card is Honor the Light. We're just going to have to do that. And if you don't know what Honor the Light means, you know what I mean? I don't know what to do for you. Because it's time to cross the threshold. All right? We are children of the light. That says child of light. That's it, man. We know that this meat suit and this materialistic world is not the payoff. We're not impressed.